Welcome back to part 9 of my Learn PHP Coding tutorials. In this episode we are going to look at if-else statements and how to use them. An if statement or an if-else statement is what is known as a conditional statement. This means that you are telling your code to only do something if a certain condition is met. Looking back at a previous example that we used, let's dissect it and take it a little bit farther. If the user clicks on the link that says red, we want to show them a red box. If the user clicks on a link that says blue, we want to show them a blue box. We'll create two HTML links, one which takes us to index.php option equals red, and one that takes us to index.php option equals blue. Then we're going to type option equals request option. Below that, we'll create our conditional statement. If, open parentheses, option is equal to red, close parentheses, then a set of curly brackets. The keyword if tells PHP that we are creating an if statement. Then we use parentheses. Whatever is inside of the parentheses is our condition. This condition will be evaluated and it will either be true or false. There is no other option. So in our case, we typed option is equal to red. So if option is equal to red, then this will be true. If option is anything other than red, this will be false. The reason that we use two equal signs is because a single equal sign is an assignment operator. This means that option equals red will actually assign the value of red to option, overriding whatever the previous value was. Inside of our conditional statement, this will always be evaluated as true because it is true that the option has been assigned a new value. Instead, we use two equal signs. Two equal signs is called a comparative operator. We are comparing one side to the other side. We are asking, is A equal to B? Or, in this case, is option equal to red? Then we will use curly brackets to create a block of code. If this condition is true, then whatever code is inside of this block will be executed. If this condition is not true, then this code will not be executed. For simplicity, for this example, inside of our block of code, we'll type echo div style equals background ff0000, which is red, and height 200 pixels. And then we'll close our div. If we try our code, we'll see that clicking red produces a red box. Clicking blue does nothing. That's because we haven't set up blue yet. Back in our code, we could make another if statement, or in this case, we'll make an else if statement. After the closed curly bracket, we'll type else if option is equal to blue, and then our block of code. Then we'll create a blue box. Then after that block of code, we'll type else and another block of code. This means that if option is not red and option is not blue, for all other cases, execute this last block of code. For now, we'll leave that empty and we'll test our code. Red makes a red box. Blue makes a blue box. If we remove our parameter or a value from the parameter in the URL, we don't get either box. Back in our code, we'll now add a green div inside of our else block of code. Back on our page, we'll refresh. Since option does not equal red and does not equal blue, we now see a green box. But selecting either link gives us the corresponding colors box. Remember, the condition simply equates to true or false. Instead of typing option is equal to red, we could use the not equal to operator, which is an exclamation point followed by an equal sign. And we could type if option does not equal red. Now, if option is anything other than red, this condition will be true. When we refresh, we see that when option is equal to red, we get a green box. That's because the first condition was not true, the second condition was not true, so it defaulted to the third condition, or the else condition. Basically, if all else fails, do this. If we click blue, we'll see a red box. Why? That's because the first condition is true. Since option is equal to blue, then our first condition of option is not equal to red is true. Once a condition has been met, it will skip over any other remaining conditions that are part of the same conditional statement. Because these if statements are connected to each other by the else keyword, they are grouped as one conditional statement with multiple conditions. If we remove the else, then we would see both a red box and blue box. Why? Because the first condition is true, option does not equals red, and that conditional statement ends. Then we start a second conditional statement. If option equals blue, which it does, show a blue box. If we click red, we'll get a green box. That's because option equals red, so the first condition is not true, and option does not equal blue, so The second condition is also not true. If all else fails, show a green box. Conditional statements are extremely useful and very important piece of coding in any language. I hope that this video has helped you to understand conditional statements. If you found this helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.